Tutorial is not size specific. You can use this method to fit any Moses basket of any size. And before I show you how to make the removable liner on this basket, on this Moses basket, I want to remind you that I have sewing tutorials as well as crochet tutorials. I hope you'll like and subscribe. Supplies needed for the bed for the Moses basket are scissors, pencil, glue sticks, and a glue gun, a little bit of stuffing, a piece of cardboard, and a cute piece of fabric. Now, place the Moses basket bottom side down, centered on the cardboard. You will need to trace around the base of the cardboard, not standing your pencil up even, but just under the edge where that ridge is. Trace around the basket. It is not going to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. There we go. That's not perfect, but that is going to do. By the time I cut that out, it will be fine, and I can cut off some little edges if I need. I'm using a utility knife. I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just scoring this. I don't want to cut what is beneath. I don't like this method as well. So then I make a cut in the side of the cardboard so that I can hold on to the piece that is cut, and then I just stick my utility knife in there and I just start wiggling, and it just cuts that out really nice. I don't have any thing destroyed underneath. It just doesn't take very long at all. It's kind of a nice method. There we go. We have a finished piece. Now it has a few bumps, but I can even those out with some scissors here in just a little bit. All right, let's see if it fits. It's a perfect fit. We don't want this to be too big. We don't want it to be too small. This will end up being about 10 inches. The bottom of the basket is 11 inches. And I believe this is going to be about a little 5 1/4. So the bottom of the basket itself is 11 inches, right about 10 1/2, 11 inches, 10 1/2. So that was a good width. So that's about 6. So the width is really good. So now let's trim off some of those bumpy edges. If the cardboard liner is too big, you can always just go around and trim, just as I did, but I had some bumps. All right, place the cardboard 4 to 5 inches away from the edge on a folded piece of fabric, and then just eyeball it and cut out 2 to 3 inches around the perimeter of the cardboard. Now leave those two pieces of fabric together and leave the cardboard sitting on the fabric. Center it as best you can, and then start cutting little slits all along the edge. This is so that you can pull the fabric up and over and glue it in place without having ripples and bumps on the edges. You need a smooth application. Now those slits do not go all the way to the cardboard, just about 1/4 of an inch shy. So take your stuffing, kind of shred it up, place it in place, make yourself a little bit of a bed, add some more stuffing to the top, fill in those holes, and it should be piled kind of high. There we go. It's kind of piled high. Now, bunch it in as best you can, then pick up the whole piece and just lay a bunch of glue down on that cardboard and set that there. That stuffing is not going to move anywhere. Now take one piece of fabric, fold it in half and crease right there in the middle. Fold it in half again, and that will give you your center mark, and then you will know where to lay that piece of fabric, because with all that fluff there, it's kind of hard to get it centered, so you need a marker. So start gluing the strips or the tabs up one at a time, north, south, east, and west. That will help you have a smooth application. And I like to pull the tab up before I put the glue on to make sure I'm getting the glue in the right spot. Continue in the north, south, east, west fashion of just gluing a few tabs up at a time. This makes a smoother finish. And it's looking good. Now we're going to use that second piece of fabric to cover this exposed cardboard and the rough edges on the bottom. It's fairly easy. Just a little more cutting of the using your scissors is needed. Almost done. Look there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Now, take that second piece where all of those slits are, cut just a little bit deeper, a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, but those cuts need to be deeper because we want that piece to be smaller, and then just trim off about a half an inch, 1/4 of an inch of all those trim off all those tabs, and then fold those tabs in and use your hands to press them in place just to get a general pressing. It's not going to be the finished pressing. Then use an iron and iron that together. There we go. Now it is ready to lift and place on the back of the Moses bed. As I put that on, I saw a few little tabs that needed to be glued down a little better, so take a good hard look at everything. Make sure that it is nice and neat. You can always re-glue and replace and reposition and trim off extra edges. Absolutely no problem. All right, let's glue the back on. Just leave it laid there and just pick up the edges a little bit at a time. I try to glue pretty deep into the edge and then go back later and finish putting the edges down. Pretty nice. I like that. I'm pretty happy with it. This is the second gluing. I hate having glue hanging all over the place, but I don't want fabric flopping either. All right, let's put it in the bed. That's pretty nice. It's a perfect fit, and all you need to do is add a couple of dolls to your little Moses basket. I'll put links down below on where to find the pattern for that Moses basket. And those dolls, I found those at the Dollar Tree. You can order those online, but it was really good to have you on my side of the mountain. I hope you'll come again soon. Bye.